Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video we're going to be taking a look at our TCP SYN and ACK pings as a means of host discovery on our network using Nmap. So again, these are all visible within the Nmap manual page, and you can access them under host discovery, right? So we've talked about using the ping scan again, which used ARP or the address resolution protocol, which is right over here. And then we talked about the don't ping option, which again avoids discovery and simply starts initiating the TCP three-way handshake. Now let's talk about the TCP SYN and then the ACK, and we'll also talk about UDP, but UDP really isn't that powerful. The most important ones are going to be our SYN, our TCP SYN and ACK ping scans, which are denoted by PS and PA. PA being the TCP ACK scan is much more powerful and much more useful, typically because you're not using ICMP, and ICMP is more than likely going to be blocked now. To prevent discovery through that protocol. And then furthermore, most firewalls and intrusion detection systems are also set up to detect SYN requests, which is exactly what the TCP SYN scan or the TCP SYN ping scan does. But let's get started with of course the first option, which is your TCP SYN ping. All right, and again that is denoted by a PS. And let's say we want to scan the entire network. We're not going to exclude any devices from a scan now. So again, we just say Nmap, and to specify it, we say PS, and then we'll specify the entire network range. So 192.168.1.1/24, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Wireshark because I just want to demonstrate what's going on here, right? So before we do that, let me explain what's going on. So when you're performing your TCP SYN ping, what's happening is you're sending a TCP SYN packet to all devices on the network or to the IPs that you've specified, right? And based on the response, which again, when you send the SYN packet, you're initiating the TCP three-way handshake, right? So based on the response, if a device is online and a port is currently open, the response that we will get is a SYN ACK, right? Which again is typical of a three-way handshake. If we don't get a response, instead we get a reset, right? Which is essentially resetting the connection. It means that device is offline and the particular ports are closed. Now the default port that the TCP SYN and ACK scans use, ACK ping scans use, is port 80, but you can also change them by specifying them right over here. So again, you can specify port 22, port 139, any of the other ports that you want, but by default, let's use these ones right over here. Right. Remember, we're not talking about host-specific port scanning. We'll talk about that in the next module. So I'm just going to hit enter, and we'll start up the Wireshark capture here. And you can see immediately we have tons of SYN requests being sent from the Kali virtual machine to all devices on the network. And it looks like the scan is complete. Indeed, it is complete. And now let's try and analyze what's going on here. Right, so what I'm going to do is let me just try and zoom into this so everyone can see what's going on, right? I think I can do this like so. So I'll just say view and I'll say zoom in, and that is control ++. There we are. All right, interesting. So you can see that we are sending various SYN requests, and the thing you want to look at is we send them to all of the ports, all of the 65,535 ports, or if we are performing a default scan, all of the 1,000 most popular ports. So the first device that we send the request to is our Windows box, and that is denoted by the IP here. So the destination is 192.168.1.2, and we're sending this to port 993. So if we open this up, you can see that the flag is set to SYN. So we're initiating the connection. Now Nmap is going to wait for the response, right? So the first response we get is from our router. You can see it right over here with the red highlighted packets. You can see that these are all RSTs, right? So it's resetting the connection, which means that these ports are all closed. So port 110 is closed, port 21 is closed. the moment we get a SYN ACK, that means that that device is online and that particular port is open. So let's see if we can find a SYN ACK. All right, so I'm just going to bring this down. Let's see if we can find a SYN ACK. I know there's going to be SYN ACKs, and there we are. We get our first SYN ACK right over here. And this is being sent from the router, and the port that's open is port 53, which is DNS, right? So if we open up that packet and we take a look at the transmission control protocol, the source port is port 53, and we can take a look at the flag. So it's a SYN ACK, which means that the router is online, and that particular port 53 is currently open. So again, if we analyze the results, indeed we can see that port 53 is currently open. So we know that Nmap is doing its job and is analyzing the results correctly. Now let's take a look at a few other devices that responded to the scans. We have used the router for a few examples. Let's see if we can get responses from the Windows device, which I know is, so again, we can use a display filter. So we can say 192.168.1. Let's see, 0.2, and I hit enter, or I can just say IP .src is going to be equal to, and we specify that. So all I'm doing is I'm just looking for IPs or packets sent with the source set to, you know, the Windows operating system IP. So you can see that we don't have any being sent back here, which is interesting. However, if I say if I get rid of that and we look for let me just hit enter here, I'm pretty sure we should have responses being sent back. So again, we send all the SYN requests to the Windows box here, and we'll just try and look for a response. Do we get a response? No. Let's see if we can find one at the bottom here, because the Windows device only has one port, so it'll be quite difficult to find. It shouldn't be that difficult, but hey, we should be able to find the response. So that's still from the router. Let's see if we have any others here that we can use, and one directly from that. These are all resets being sent back from that. In any case, we only have one port open anyway, so that's going to be difficult to find. But you can see that for all the closed ports we get RSTs, and for any of the open ports we get our SYN ACKs back, and that's how Nmap is able to come to its conclusion. Now, you can see an example is right over here. So that's your RST there, and we look for our SYN ACKs. Let me just look for one more just to demonstrate this. So I'll just scroll all the way to the top. We're quite off the top here. So I'll just look for a SYN ACK. Again, this can be quite cumbersome, or you can set up your capture filters to only display that, which I'll probably do in upcoming videos. What I'll do, so again, I'm not going to go through the entire process of using Wireshark. This course is primarily focused on Nmap. So that is your TCP SYN ping, right? Now, as I said, your SYN ping is very powerful. However, what's even more powerful is going to be your TCP ACK ping, right? So your TCP ACK ping is powerful for a few reasons, and this is all to do with firewalls and your intrusion detection systems, right? So as I said, most intrusion detection systems and firewalls have been already configured to drop any packets with a any random packets with a SYN TCP header flag set. And again, the way to evade this is to use the ACK, right? Or to use the ACK TCP header flag. And this is much better than using ICMP. I know we haven't talked about ICMP yet, but ICMP is mostly blocked on a lot of devices nowadays. So it's not a reliable means of detecting devices on a network.